Well, it looks like that a brand new Kingdom Rush Alliance update is finally upon us. We are going to discuss everything that you need to know about this update and what you should expect from this update. Mostly we're going to be discussing the new enemies, the new tower, and maybe we're going to be theorizing about the new hero a little bit. This is a pretty cool update, and it actually has quite a lot of things being put into it. There are some things that you probably were not aware of when you've seen the trailer, so we are going to get into it pretty soon here. So, the first thing that you should realize about this update is that it's going to be coming out on December 4th. That is very early when it comes to December, so that's actually a pretty good thing. A lot of people have been wondering, oh, when are we gonna get this update? We know that it's going to come in December, but people were theorizing when exactly we were gonna get this update, and it's actually very early. It's going to be early December, December 4th, and that is a great thing to hear. It basically means we're going to get this update a lot more earlier than what we expected before. Now we're going to get to the brand new tower now. Now this is a really cool looking tower. I love the concept behind this tower. This tower is going to be called the Bog Hermit, and it's going to be one of the new towers that is going to be released in the update, in the Ancient Hunger update. Now, this tower is really freaking cool, man. It kind of has a feel of the Swamp Thing and the Wicked Sisters combined, and that's actually pretty interesting, because it does have something to do with one of those towers, but I'm not gonna spoil it for you. It's a very interesting tower though, that is what I'm going to say. It's a really cool tower, and it's very fun to use as well, alright? And now we're going to be jumping to the enemies. Now the new enemies of this. Now I'm not 100% sure if these are all the enemies, but these are some of the enemies. Now, we do have a few interesting ones here. Now, one interesting thing to note here is that there's a crocodile that is kind of in the similar crocodile pose that any normal crocodile would be in. He's not standing up or anything like that, but he's holding eggs on his back, which I find that to be a little bit strange, to be honest. But, comparing him to the other enemies, yeah, that is a little bit strange, but the enemies do seem pretty cool, to be honest with you. You might think that they don't look that interesting, but when you play the update, you actually will be able to differentiate between the enemies, and you're gonna be able to tell which one is. So I do think that is a pretty good thing. Being able to tell which enemy is which is obviously going to be important. Now, I do think the enemies are pretty cool. They could have been cooler, sure, but they are interesting, at the very least for Alliance. Alright, and now we get to the big one. The new hero. So if you've seen the trailer already, you're going to realize that they actually haven't showed the hero at all. They have not showed the hero at all. The only thing that they've shown about it is a brand new kind of relic, a magic relic. It's a little bit vague. There's really not that much knowledge about it, but I do have some theories about it. Now, if you've seen the trailer, you will realize that they actually did reveal a voice line for this hero. Now, I'm not gonna play it for you. You've probably listened to it already, and if you haven't, I'm gonna link the video anyway in the description in case you haven't seen the trailer. But basically, it says, "I am the breath of the wild." Now, this is interesting because when you think about breath, you probably think about a dragon. So it kind of makes you think that the brand new hero is going to be a dragon. Now, this is actually way more interesting when we're talking about Alliance, because Alliance has 3 dragons. We already have Lumineer, Cosmere, and Boneheart. Now, the thing is that Lumineer is a Linerian hero, while Cosmere and Boneheart are Dark Army heroes. So, pretty much we have 1 Linerian dragon and 2 Dark Army dragons. The problem with that is that, well, we only have 2 Dark Army dragons and we have only 1 Linerian, so it kind of makes you feel like, well, shouldn't we have another Linerian dragon? And this is where my theory goes. I think that the new hero is going to be a Linerian dragon, and if you think about it, it actually does make sense, because I think we're going to be teaming up on the Arborean side, so having a new Linerian dragon, probably going to be nature themed, I think it actually does make sense for this one. So my guess is this new hero is going to be a dragon, and it's going to be a Linerian hero, and it's most likely a female hero, since you've seen that. You've heard it in the trailer, so we're gonna have Lumineer, and we're going to have this new dragon as Linerian dragons. And that is pretty much all I have to say about this video, so if you've enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. I do work pretty hard on these videos, so it would be great. Thank you. Stay tuned though, because we will be making a big video very soon.